Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we're going to invite you to an event that is fun and challenging and physically fit, and you're going to love it. My guest is Alexis Perkins. Welcome.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, wonderful.
You are energetic and just full of excitement about this, right?
I am extremely excited about this upcoming event. It's one of the largest dance fitness events in Hampton Roads. So it's the biggest one of the year, and I love putting it together.
And you call it Lovefest. You
Yes.
like it so much that you love it.
Well, it's called because it's for the love of health and fitness. I know that when we called it the Lovefest, we had to make sure that anybody who was a hippie and just drove by and said the Lovefest. No, health and fitness. So that's what it is. And we love that it brings instructors together, that we get to promote health in our community, and we get to donate to 2 wonderful charities.
So you have how many instructors come together?
Over 100.
And this goes on for how long?
It's a 4-hour event, and not only do we have over 100 of our local Zumba and mixed fit instructors, but we also fly in guests. So we have the founder herself of Mixed Fit, Lori Chung, coming, 2 Zumba education specialists originally from Colombia coming, and that's Heidi and Armando. They're amazing. We have teams coming from North Carolina, and then, of course, participants from all over who come up.
Now, okay, I might be a little not very fit right now. Little lumpy, a little slow. Is there an acceleration lane here, or do you just have to be fit and go for 4 hours?
No, and that's actually why I like bringing all the instructors together, because we're pretty much every age, every color, every size, and every level of fitness. And that's good because, you know, everybody does have a different starting point, and so you can always take your time. And also at the event, we have so many wonderful vendors who come out who sell clothing, perfume, fragrances, shoes, everything. So if you don't feel like working out, you need to take a quick break, you can go around to all the vendors and see what they have to offer.
That's important because, you know, you've got to have the right, I mean, you want the right clothing, but you have to have the right shoes. You have to have proper support if you're going to exercise.
And we have it all right there at your fingertips, so you can get your apparel. You also have different things like, you know, teas that might help with supplemental benefits. Just a little bit of everything that encompasses health, fitness, and beauty, all right there for you. And so if you want to take a little break, take a little break. Go shop around, go look at all the vendors, and then when you're ready to jump back in and work out, you can. So it's 4 hours long, and it's 4 hours of non-stop activity. So it's an absolutely wonderful day. And we have some people who actually do the full 4 hours.
I bet you do. I bet you do. I bet you could.
I could try.
So Alexis, okay, first of all, you said 3 things: Zumba, mixed fit, and something else.
Well, I said Zumba, mixed fit, and Fusion Fitness, but Fusion Fitness is just the TV show that I do, so I would love to invite all my viewers to come out and participate. But the 2 types of fitness that are going on that day are Zumba, which is a Latin-inspired dance fitness program, and then we also have Mixed Fit, which is a people-inspired dance fitness program as well that includes dance moves along with boot camp style toning. And they both go hand in hand. They're both great programs. They're different, and you can work every part of your body by doing both.
So they both really work with dance moves and with music, but different kinds of moves, different kinds of music.
Yes.
Is that fair? Okay. How did you get involved? You are the queen of it now. You're like Zumba queen. But how did you get started?
Well, I know my mother taught high-low instruction way back, and I still have her leg warmers. And I actually wore her old outfit to be Jane Fonda this past Halloween. So, yeah, so Mom was.
So you grew up. Did you grow up fit?
With my mom, yeah. And so, because she was into it, Dad's into fitness as well. But it could skip a generation because not all my family members.
Oh, everybody rebels against their parents. You know that. There's a natural.
But when it came down to Zumba, how I got started in that, it was in 2009. Literally, I had my son. I was in the YMCA. I was on a treadmill, and I looked, and I saw Marsha Turner teaching a class, and I saw these women just shaking their booties, and I said, well, what is that? It looks kind of fun. And I walked in, and I never stopped taking it after that. About a year after that is when I became an instructor myself, and then I said, I really, really love this program. I loved it, not only because I got to instruct and stay fit, but I got to meet so many wonderful people and to hear so many different stories, weight loss journeys, everything like that, just amongst my students and every single participant. So I really do love instructing. My mother always said, remember that never get an ego, never get a big head, because if it wasn't for your students, you have no job. So you need to be very thankful that they come and that they participate.
That's right. Well, and I will say it's a hard thing, and particularly for women and girls, I think it's hard to work in time for fitness. I think it's hard for us to put ourselves first and take our own needs, seriously. How did you overcome that? Or how do you coach people who are?
Well, I always say that you only have one life, and so it's very important that you take care of yourself and your body, especially for the women who do have children. You want to be there for your kids. I know we love putting our kids first. I know my son is very high up on my hierarchy of importance, but we also have to take care of our health too. And when we are active, our energy levels increase. We feel better on the inside. We feel better on the outside, and it makes everything just better. And you'll see your cholesterol go down. You'll see just all these different benefits. I've heard, like I said, different stories about people being off medications, things like that, and that's good. So you actually are putting others first when you're putting yourself first, because you're giving yourself longevity and a better quality of life. I teach Zumba Gold at one facility, and one of the things that are on the wall, it says adding quality to the years, not just years to the life. So you definitely want a quality life, and why we want you to stay mobile and everything like that.
Well, it's very important. And we have the health department in here probably once a month talking about disease prevention and detection. And the refrain is that if you eat better and if you exercise, you will have much fewer health problems. I mean, you can ward off a lot of things.
Yes, so many of them. And then I think even watching simple shows like The Biggest Loser, where you see people who started off with all these medications and then they can slowly start taking them away just because they're getting, healthier. I know you mentioned women, but we also have a large male demographic who comes as well. And I really like that, because a lot of people do associate dance fitness with women. But the men absolutely love it as well. Some of them love the footwork, especially when they're in athletics. And you wouldn't even think about that.
Like the old school, they had some football players taking ballet to learn moves. And
yes, and it's great cardio, and it's a lot of fun. And so when it comes down to the event, we do bring everybody and showcase everything. And then for people who do have those questions about health, we actually like to have some people there. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be at this one by name, but I know we're going to have some people there to answer some questions. And the two foundations are going to be there as well, which is the Lupus Foundation of America and also Susan G. Komen Tidewater. I have worked directly with both of those organizations, and I love them so much. With lupus, a lot of people don't know what it is. We all know it's an autoimmune disease, but what exactly does that mean? So they'll be there to describe it.
And it affects women primarily, or just disproportionately? I mean,
I'm not exactly sure. I know it does affect women, and I think it might actually be a higher increase in African Americans. But don't quote me on that. And so, don't quote me on that. But they will be there, because I like to have the people who can speak directly, because I may know a lot about health and fitness, but I'm also still learning about the different diseases and things like that. I went to one lupus charity event, and I learned a little bit about it, and I was very excited to participate, but I was just there to offer my services and to raise money. About a week later, I was teaching at a senior home, and I saw a lady who looked too young to be at a senior home. And I said, "Why are you here?" And she said, "I have lupus." And I said, "Oh my Lord." I just did a fundraiser.
Those things come together.
And it was like, for me as an instructor, it was at that point more than just about doing the charity event. It was about understanding the disease and understanding the people that it affects. And with Susan G. Komen Tidewater, I like the fact that I add that Tidewater on the end, because that means that it stays right here locally.
Stays here. Breast cancer prevention, detection, and research.
Yes, and it's right here in this area. And so, that lets me know, it gets to help the people who I see and who I get to talk to. We've done fundraisers before where we donate to the corporate, which is great as well.
Yes.
But I really like that it stays local. And also the same thing with lupus. So when it comes down to the event, you get to go see over 100 of your local instructors, and then you get to see whose classes you might want to go to later.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's a little bit of a sampling, and so you can part of sticking with an exercise program really is being motivated. And
Yes.
some people may connect with one instructor more
It's
than another,
true.
one form of exercise,
And
one
style.
music
Yep.
style, anything. Yeah.
And so they're all right there for you. And when any participant comes in, we give them the brochure. It has all the instructors listed so that you can kind of go through and say, okay, who is this? Who is that? How can I get in contact with them? All the information is listed. Or, well, I like this instructor, but I live in Virginia Beach. Who's in Virginia Beach? It'll have everything listed right there because we do want it to be at everybody's reach, right at your fingertips. Where can you go? What can you do? We have lots of raffles and giveaways so that I know One Life Fitness is going to be there, and they usually give away some free memberships, things like that. Lots of good things that are given out because we want people to stay healthy. We know it's hard to stay motivated, and we like to remove excuses. That's why we also like to keep the ticket price low. It's only $15 in advance, and some people say, why don't you raise the price and you could raise more money for the foundation? That is true, but I want people to have it accessible. And I know
people like me who are not physically, like, I think you have people who are already in that world and already excited about it, and it's a motivator and a, you know, energy thing for them.
Yeah.
But you're trying to pull people like me
Yes.
in too, right, Alexis?
Yeah. First of all, you should already be there. I told you, I already have your ticket. So
Okay, I will.
I'm going to expect to see your face.
All right. All right.
In your body in motion. But yeah, so we like to keep the ticket prices low because I think about me. I think about that first time I went to the YMCA. I think about, you know, what was I able to afford? Like, we all want to get fit, but some people cannot afford it.
That's
you know?
right.
And some people cannot afford a gym membership. And so that's also why I like, you know, Fusion Fitness, because it's right in your home. And so I just like to give lots of different options because I have family members who are obese. I have friends who have physical ailments, and all the senior citizens that I work with, I love listening to them because they tell me what they've been through.
So when you work with seniors, you do a modified...
We are in the chair.
Yeah.
I do chair exercise with them, and I absolutely love it. And so I wish that I could roll them all out to the event, but I can't. But I'm going to tell them all about it when it's over.
That sounds great. Okay, so Hampton Roads Convention Center, and what's the date for this year?
April 17th, 2016, and it is from 2 to 6 p.m. However, I highly recommend getting there when the doors open at 1 p.m. because that line is long and people are ready.
Oh, wow. And that gives you a chance to go through all the booths before you get to the exercise part of it.
And we always like to have phenomenal introductions to the show, so it's nice to be there at the beginning.
Well, I know people who get very excited about this and are planning and working ahead, and so you just need to pull some of the rest of us along. Now, you said this does sell out pretty frequently.
Yes, every year it's sold out.
Okay.
Every year.
So really, people do need to plan ahead, get their tickets. You want to give us that website?
Well, actually, I know that on Facebook right now, if they just type in 2016 Lovefest, the event page will pop right up. And I don't know if you include my information at the end, but I'll have my email address available. And it's very Googleable as well because the city of Hampton did the press release for it. So if you just type in 2016 Lovefest, information should pop up really easy, and you can get tickets online via PayPal. And like I said, over 100 instructors are involved. We all have tickets in hand, so if you don't want to pay with your card, you can pay cash with any of the instructors. Just walk into a One Life and say, hey, what time is the Zumba class, because I need a ticket. And 9 times out of 10, that instructor will have one.
And Zumba is kind of everywhere now. Like, you have a lot of options. You can join a gym, you can just go to classes, there's Zumba classes at our community centers. I mean, there's just a really wide variety of places we can all learn to do this. And I can't wait to let everybody
know how many options they have, because like I said, with Zumba and with Mixed Fit, you do have it at your gyms where a monthly membership is required. But I work at one of the gyms, and the amenities are amazing. So for those who can afford it, it's great because you have your amenities and you also have Child Watch. 2 great locations for that are One Life Fitness and the YMCA. There's so many other ones. There's also a lot in the private sector. Like, I also teach a class where I rent out a studio, and it's just $5 a person. The good thing about that is that if you come, great, pay your $5. If you don't, it's still not withdrawn out of your account, so you're fine.
And that works for a lot of people. A lot of people who can't make that monthly commitment because their schedule is crazy or they're just not quite there yet.
Yeah, and
And
there's
other
some that
people
are free as
make
well.
the monthly commitment so they don't waste their money, and that forces them to go. You know,
Yeah.
people have all kinds
so
of different
it's good,
motivators.
and I like all the options because they cater to every different person. Like even like Thursdays, I teach a free class that the city actually pays for because it's a community service, so people can just come. So when people come to Lovefest, in that brochure, it'll have all the options listed because when it lists the instructor in their class, it'll let you know where they are, what the cost is, if there's a cost, if it's free, if a membership is required.
Okay.
You know, so it'll
You are
it'll have
going to
it
get
there.
us ready. You're going to get us out there and
That's the
motivated.
plan. That is the plan. I get so excited about this event. I just absolutely love it, and I think I love the camaraderie between instructors. One time somebody heard, "Oh, you guys go up in teams, so it's like a fitness competition," and I was like, "Nope, not at all. It's the complete opposite. We're working
fitness
together for you."
cooperation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we really enjoy working together, and by working together, we get to see each other's styles, and we all get to grow as instructors. I always say it's nice to have a quality instructor, and this event not only brings us together, but it makes us all better. I get better every year because of this event.
You learn.
Because
You get new ideas. Yeah, that's great.
So-
Okay. All right, Alexis, I'm there. Give me the date again.
It is April 17th, 2016 at the Hampton Roads Convention Center from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's a long, wonderful day.
And it's fitness, and it's excitement, and it's shopping, and it's raising money for two really good causes for
Yep.
women's health.
That you got it, exactly.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for watching. I hope that we can capture just a little bit of Alexis's fitness and enthusiasm and join her at Lovefest this year. Thanks for watching.